Download this code and get free GPT-4o from codegive.com, link in the description below. Sure. In this tutorial, I'll guide you through using the OpenAI Assistant API, which is part of the OpenAI API. We'll cover how to set up your environment, authenticate with the API, and make requests to generate text. This tutorial includes code examples in Python. ### prerequisites. 1. OpenAI API key. Sign up at OpenAI, https://www.openai.com, and obtain an API key. 2. Python installed. Make sure you have Python installed on your machine. You can download it from python.org, https://www.python.org/downloads. 3. Install required packages. You'll need the openai library. You can install it using pip. ###. Step 1. Set up your environment. Create a new Python file, example openai_API_example.py, and import the OpenAI library. ###. Step 2. Making a request to the API. To interact with the API, you'll primarily use the openai.chatcompletion.create method for chat-based models. Here's a simple example of how to send a prompt and receive a response. ###. Step 3. Understanding the code. 1. Importing the library. We import the OpenAI library to access the API. 2. Setting the API key. Replace your _API_ key with your actual OpenAI API key. 3. Function to generate response. The generate_response function takes a prompt as input. It calls the openai.chatcompletion.create method with the specified model and message. It extracts the text response from the API response. 4. Main execution block. The code runs the prompt through the function when executed directly. ###. Step 4. Running the code. Save your file and run it from the command line. ###. Step 5. Handling errors. It's important to handle potential errors when calling the API. You can add error handling to your function. ###. Step 6. Exploring more features. The OpenAI API has several parameters you can customize. Temperature controls the randomness of the output. Lower values make the output more deterministic. Max tokens limits the length of the output. Top P, an alternative to temperature sampling. Here's how to use these parameters. ###. Conclusion. In this tutorial, you learned how to set up and use the OpenAI Assistant API to generate text based on user prompts. You can expand on this by exploring different parameters and integrating the API into larger applications, such as chatbots, content generators, or personal assistants. ###. Further reading. OpenAI API documentation, https://platform.openai.com/docs/API-reference/introduction. OpenAI API best practices, https://platform.openai.com/docs/guide/gpt/best-practices. Feel free to modify the prompt and parameters to see how the model responds. Happy coding!